And with Rebecca Cherry, who was project manager on the Bible project for, was it 7 years or 8 years?
2000, it was 7 years. 2001 I joined and left after my maternity leave finished in 2008.
So you took over from Olivia?
I did, yes.
Tell me how it was for you when you came on board. Was it a sort of, oh my goodness gracious, or?
No, it wasn't. I mean, Olivia was very organised, and it was a nice, simple sort of structure to take over, filing system and schedule. But within a few months of me starting here, it became clear that we needed something more complex, the more artists that we got involved, and also scribes later on in the project. So I come actually from an oil industry background, so working on Microsoft project and complex schedules was quite normal for me. So I put together the schedule on Microsoft project and added in the various bits. You know, we had from Vin's typesetting, scribes writing, Donald's illumination work, and guest artists. And suddenly we seemed to have this enormous project schedule. I remember when I first went with Donald and Mabel over to St John's, and I first met Carol Marin, who had obviously had a great relationship over the telephone for a while, but it was lovely to meet her. And I was really nervous about presenting this new schedule to Carol. And I remember laying it out, we took it rolled up, and laying it out on one of the Abbey refractory tables, and it literally, you know, you pushed it and it rolled out. You could just about see the end. And I think that was the first point for me, certainly, that the whole enormity of what we were taking on was clear.
It was also, it must have been clear that, you know, it was never going to stick to the schedule that you'd organised.
I would love to delve into the files actually and just see what end date I had given that first schedule I presented to her. From memory, I think it was about 2004, and here we are in 2011. And I think when I left here, I had said probably 2010 or 11.
Really?
And St John's reaction wasn't very, you know, they weren't very happy about that. But the reality was that Donald had started working on a facsimile project, and things were taking away from completing the original, so we didn't really have a choice.
Did you find that, you know, working that way, because nothing was sequential, was it? I mean, he did things out of sequence.
Yes.
Did you find that disturbing?
I did at first because I came, as I say, from a background, oil industry background, which is very sort of sequential and everything follows on. And suddenly I'm in a situation where I'm working with artists who are different anyway, managing, you know, different artists and their schedules. But yes, it was difficult to sort of get your hands around everything happening out of sequence.
Tell me how that was when you went over for the first time to see St John's, see it from the other end, if you like.
That was amazing, actually, and it came very quickly for me. I joined, I think, in the June of 2001, and in the September of that year, we were due to deliver Gospels and Acts, the first volume, to St John's. And I think when we'd sort of landed there, if you like, and reached St John's, the connection was wonderful for me, and especially to put names to faces. I'd had relationships over the telephone for a few months, and to see it in its where it was going to be housed, if you like, and its permanent home was wonderful. I mean, it's a very, very special place, St John's.
Yes.
It's very beautiful, and it's a fitting place to know where the Bible's going to be permanently.
How do you feel, looking back on it now, that you were involved in, or have been involved in such a wonderful thing?
I feel very, very privileged to have been involved with it. It's been very, very special to me, and all of us, I think. And I think it's probably, without a doubt, been the pinnacle of my career, actually. I don't see anything that I could do that I'd want to do more. It's been absolutely wonderful.